Fantastic. Good afternoon, everyone. Maybe good morning, good evening, wherever the day may find you. Hopefully you're doing well. Paul Tranny here. I'm going to dive into doing some cool contemporary design very easily. All it's really going to take is a photo, some masks, and some lines. Super easy to create, and the results are pretty amazing. So I just want to welcome everybody. Say hello. I'm going to switch over here if I could. See this? Well, this is what I'm talking about. So I just want to say hello to you and give you a warm welcome, Afrosia. Awesome. Awesome. There we go. And Guy Holt and Daniel and everyone, let's get this party started. Go ahead and hit like, share, all the fun things. Would help me out a lot because you know, I'm just trying to make the world a better place with art and design. So good to have you, Babus and Stanton and everyone. So let's just say hey. Fantastic. Cool. Something like that. All right, there we go. Yeah, multiple cameras. I am fancy. Good afternoon to you. So let's get this party started. This is just one example. I just kind of threw this together. You can see these tips and tricks and techniques. I do want to point out, yeah, on my own Instagram, sure, but Witchoria. So this is Witchoria. I don't know if I'm going to be able to Witchoria. There we go. Witchoria right here. I think she kind of popularized it. Victoria Seymour. She's just amazing. She does great work, and this is kind of what I'm talking about. You know, you're kind of splitting scenes and you're blending things together. So she does a lot of amazing work. I encourage you to check out her stuff. Right? This Let It Burn, you know, that's what she did. She literally made those letters and lit them on fire. So she's so cool. I love all of her work, but we're going to do this very same thing right now. Fantastic. Let's switch over. Here I am in Photoshop. Let me know if you have questions. Andrew's in the house. What's up? And Kay Chin from Seattle. Awesome. I'm broadcasting from beautiful Denver. At least I hear it's beautiful out. I've not been outside, so I have no idea. So this is going to be super easy. Erwin from Dubai. Greetings. Fantastic. All right, so usually where I'll start with a photo. If you have your own photos, great. If not, you can just jump out to Adobe Stock, and I just did a quick search, found some cool images, as you can see. I like ones that are like less color treated, so I usually don't go for the black and white ones. I'd rather get some nice color photos, quite frankly. And then allow me to colorize them just like I did here. Just seems pretty straightforward. That's the one of them that I've used, and I've synced those to my library panel. Let's get to work. We have work to do. By the way, did you know, Andrew, do you know about this? But basically in your CC Libraries panel, you could sort content. Usually it might be by type. You can start to organize this yourself, which is fantastic. And that's what I do right in here. Customizing on my library panel down into individual categories so everything's nice and clean. Hello from Scotland. Yes, Roberto, I am a shameless self-promoter for sure. And not so shameless. Yeah, shameless. Especially of Victoria's work. She's fantastic. Victoria Seymour does a great job. So here's one I was looking at. Here's another image. As I start to open these up, we can start to play with these, right? I'll start with this one, for instance. And it's super easy. Right here I have this photo. I do like to pick a photo that has a lot of space up top, like what you see here, and then has like a mountain range or something down here, right? So what do? We take that layer. What's the shortcut to jump this layer is Command J. J will duplicate that layer. So we have two layers, mountains. We'll just call that mountains instead of layer 0. Right. Michael Crabtree in the house. All right, so we have these two layers. Again, I can move this off to the side, right? We have these two. And what I can do is I could easily just start to create a mask. And how I'm going to create this mask is I'm going to use a the custom shape tool right over here. See that? Just above the banana, a couple steps. I'm sure you probably know about the banana, but diving in, right over here, custom shape tool, and then right up here at the top. And if you're not aware of this as well, this is really handy, and I know Andrew knows about it, but you can add all my basic shapes that I need are all baked into Photoshop. And typically what you do is just go down there and just show all. Just show everything, right? Show everything, append it, whatever. So if I need to grab a triangle, it's going to be in there. I can grab that just like that and then get to work, right? Grabbing that triangle, drawing that out. There's my awesome triangle. I'm going to flip it upside down, kind of like that, and move it into place like this. Zoop. All right, so here we are. I have this shape. In fact, what I want to do is I want to mask out these mountains. And actually what I want to do is I want to flip them first. Here's the mountains. Pro tips, by the way. And wait, Anel, I don't know if you know this. Andrew, do you know about this? If you basically do a Command T for transform, and then you right click, it's the easiest way to get to all of these options. So anytime I want to flip something horizontal or vertically, provided I could build in a shortcut for that, I usually do Command T and then I do flip vertical. Boom, there it is. Flipped vertically, we can see it right there, like that. Excuse me. Yes, Anel, by the way, you can add your own shapes to the custom shape tool as well. Makes it super easy. Hello, Miguel Mora. Good to have you here as well. Fantastic joining me on YouTube. All right, so here's my my layer, and I want to put this layer inside of that triangle. What do? I make sure the mountains is on top. You could right click and you can go to create clipping mask. What I typically like to do is hold down the option key. Holding down the option key, boom, it makes it a mask, and we can see what happened there. Okay, option, boom, boom, done. Turning on that background layer, we can kind of see what we did so far and see how this looks. So far, so good. I'll do some other fancy things. I make it sound easy, but it's really going to take an artistic eye to kind of figure out which way you want it to go. I'm also going to flip this horizontally because I want this gold to balance out on either side, kind of like that, okay? And know what? I'm going to move this up. But this is great. I have these two separate layers. I have this super flexible in that it is vector, so I can scale it up. And then I'm going to go into this shape layer right here. Remember, this is my triangle. Marion, you're hilarious. Had no idea about the banana tool. Could be so useful. That's funny. And we're talking about this little guy right here. Story for another day. Okay. Hello, Christian Bolero from the UK. Feel free to hit like. Ask me any questions that you like. Share it. Thank you so much for sharing. And Dave Clayton in the house. Good to have all my friends here. This is very nice. Hello, Brian Johnson as well. So now what I need to do is I need to blend these two photos together. So this is what I'll typically try out. In fact, we do a couple cool things. Triangle. Remember, we're going to have a mask on top of a mask, kind of. Because right now I'm going to add a clipping mask, right? Or excuse me, a layer mask. That's this button right down here on my triangle. Boom. Now anything I paint in black here is going to eliminate anything from this layer and from any clipping layers as well. So with that done, I'll select a brush. Come in here, make sure the hardness kind of just soft round, going easy. Bringing up the the size. Having an issue with this, like not adjusting the size like I want it to. There we go, brackets. Using my closing curly bracket like that, making it larger. Taking down the flow, because I don't want it to be that strong, but I want to build to maybe 100%. I'll take that down to about 30-ish, 25. And then I can start kind of painting and eliminating that side and kind of having that fade in on this side, just to have this sky kind of blend together is what I'm thinking. kind of like that, seeing what you think. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Either way, I'm going to continue on. Duplicate this. Let's make a new one. Delete layer mask. Put this back. Turning on this. All right, so now I have this second triangle that I could do some fun things with. I could take it, I could shrink it down, I can flip it vertically. I can put it right here. Oh, so many things I can do. So many options. First thing I'm going to do, though, is check this out. I'm going to turn off the fill. You ready for this, Roberto? Oh, man, Roberto, I wish I could make it to where you could share photos in the comments section. That would be awesome. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter at Paul Tranny. You can see it in the lower bar there, and I'd love to see what it is. So let's see. Take this fill down. Ready? Taking that fill down, right? We'll take that down to 0, because what I want to do is I want to eliminate the fill, but I want to add a stroke. So double clicking. You ready for this? This is awesome. Pro tips. Double click in this empty space here. Ba-ba. That's your shortcut for diving into a layer style. And in layer styles, that's where I can add my stroke right in here, just like that. Okay? Just like that. Kind of make that nice and bold. It's pretty intense. I'm into it. In fact, let's make sure it goes on the outside. Oh, no, let's go inside. Like that. Okay, so that's how I can go ahead and make a stroke with no fill. Just take the fill all the way down to 0, give it a layer style of a stroke, and there you have it. And there you can like scale it up and do what you want to, in this case, like I'm doing right now. Okay, so now we can have some fun with this, kind of adjusting the size and other things. Let's shrink this down. Let's get a little more creative. There's more things we can do. There's even different there's different things we can add to this, and that's what I want to do next, is make this even more unique and take the stroke down a little bit. Let's take it down to 20. All right. Yeah. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, you can make your photos a sticker and then adjust accordingly. Let's kind of do some other things with this. Let's actually, this was just a real quick example. I could do this all day long. I can duplicate this. I can transform it, right? Flip it vertically, shrink it down, or have it go up, right? I can do a number of cool things with this if I want to, and just have fun playing with this. Is again, just something I can do as I start to work on this, right? But I want to go beyond this, and I want to create something new as well, just because I guess I get bored easy. I don't know. Take that off, turn that on, take this up, mountains. And again, just playing with different options for this design, as you can see, right? Kind of moving that up. Does that overlap? Whatever we want to do. You get the idea. Here's two options. I'm going to do some more things. And by the way, like, we could do a number of just different styles with this as well. Let me grab, I do not see it. I should have another image that I'm kind of looking for. I don't know what I did with it. It's all good. Let's go with this one. Why not? Okay, Chin, you are too kind. This is really cool. Look at this. A lot of it starts with like great images, by the way. Let me duplicate this. Let's bring this up like that. Right, something like that. There you go. Take something like this. Again, just thinking of different ways we can execute this. I could do some awesome things with this one. This one would be fun. Let's do a sphere. Okay, ellipse tool. Doing a circle like that. Same process. New duplicated layer. Transform. Flip vertically. Fill that in. Right? I'm going to do something even better. You ready for this? This part, we're going to try something unique. Right here, we're going to select subject. You seeing this? You ready for this? You ready, K and an L? Hola, Jasmine. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. And Jasmine, I just wanted to show you that this does not work. Apparently, the select subject is selecting the clearest thing right here. So in this case, I actually want to use the quick selection tool, right? Usually, if it's quick, hey, it can work. Sometimes you want to take it slow. This does exactly what I need. Boom. What do I want to do? Take out this part. So I'm going to do a mask right over here with that selected. Adding a mask, just like that. Inverting. There we have it. Now we're filling that in. And now we have, again, just another option for this design that I'm working on, right? Let's work on this some more. Use the quick selection. It just said that it was good. It didn't say it was perfect. It just said quick. Yeah, Tyco is a great. Viva la Seth brought up Tyco. Tyco is amazing. Yeah, Tyco is way cool. We will hopefully have him in the. We have to get him in the studio sometime, is the goal. But he does great work. But this is nothing new, by the way. I encourage you to fill with, there we go, white. You could do some searches on this type of look, and obviously you're going to see lots of cool things. And we can make this even more trippy if we want to duplicate those layers, shrink things down. Holding down the Alt key will constrain it. And then eliminating that piece. Shrinking it down some more. Oop. How many people accidentally still hold down the Shift key? I know I do. There you go, you get the idea. Again, this is just making some contemporary designs. Oftentimes it means just using layer masks, clipping masks, as I'm doing over here, and then adding some lines in. Okay. Okay, good. The white was bugging you. I'm glad I think I fixed it. And again, this is just an idea. I don't even know if this is working, to be honest with you. I don't know what else I should do with it. But I like the idea of this guy looking kind of at, you know, at him maybe in the past or the future or something like that. All right. Yeah, Roberto Felix. Roberto, just so you know, I don't know if you've been doing this. I still use a mouse. But I have been, again, let me just select B for brush and take out a little bit of this. Whoop. But I typically use my mouse. I use my mouse to click around and do most of the work, and then I use my trackpad for zooming in, is what I've been doing lately, right? That allows me to kind of zoom in on this area, get rid of this part, just to make these universes collide a little more, like I'm doing right there. Okay. You get the idea. All right, winding down, there's two designs. Let me know if you have any questions. Yes, Michael does hold down the Shift instinctively all the time. I still do as well. It takes some getting used to, doesn't it? It's like, oh man, why'd I do that? All right, so there's 3 different versions made for you today within, well, 2 of them within 20 minutes. And I'm kind of digging this one. I'm kind of digging this one the most. The tricky thing right here is I kind of need to push this version, that one back. So that actually needs to have probably a little lighter cast that I need to work on. And I'll work on that later because this is going to take some time to get the right stuff, what I'm going for. All right, like that. Layer masks. And if your files look like this, I wouldn't be surprised. Most designers do. Right, let's just do that. Adding that in. Again, just trying to eliminate that part there. Just trying to get rid of that strong line that was there. All right, done. Okay, cool. Okay, Chin, you like the brown one too, but they all have their uniqueness to them. Oh, Anel would buy it on stock. That'd be fantastic. You know what stock needs? Stock needs PSDs. So, Nate Bartlett, to answer your question in terms of submitting tutorial requests, you could literally send them like right to me. You could do whatever's easiest. You can direct them right to me, right over there. I always have a hard time doing this, but you can see on this side, you can hit me up on Zoop. There it is. On Instagram or Twitter, and I'll be happy to see what I can do. So let me know. I will post these to Instagram just so you know. And that's about it. So thanks so much for watching and spending time, taking time out of your busy day to hang out with me. And if you don't have any more questions, I'm going to let you go. Thank you, Michael Svek. Jasmine, fantastic. Clement, Brian, Miguel, everyone, fantastic. Feel free to hit me up if you have any ideas or whatever you want for any tutorials. So happy to help you in any way possible. I think selecting might be a good one. And then even design fundamentals, because I think this stuff is easy, but it's all about sort of like looking at it and just like understanding the sort of the fundamentals of design makes good work, of course. So thank you, Marion and Shelley and everyone. Have a beautiful day. Don't forget to do your stretches and floss, and also brush your teeth. Hey, why not? All right, everybody, have a beautiful day, and we will talk to you later. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll